Today I want to talk to you guys about poetry. We haven't really talked too much about that on this channel, and before I ever considered myself a writer, I always considered myself a poet. I've been writing poetry since I was in like 4th grade, and just have been honing skills and stuff like that ever since then. The reason that I love poetry so much is because you can just start with an idea, and it doesn't have to make any kind of sense. You don't have to worry about characters or plots or anything like that unless you're writing like an epic. But it can be short and it can just be an emotion and you can just go with it. Most people think that poems have to rhyme all the time, and they don't. A lot of people are used to seeing like the ABAB or ABBA, those kind of rhyme schemes, and I used to write just in only that, like when I was in like 7th grade, that's all I wrote in. And then by the time I got to high school, I was just like, I'm done with this kind of poetry. It's stupid. It's like, I don't even want to look at what I wrote before because it's stupid. And then I just sort of wrote just, I forget what you call that. I should know what it's called, but I can't remember. Just like in like a loose format. And then within the last couple of years, I've gotten back into the rhyme scheme, kind of. Not every line rhymes, but I like playing off the rhymes. And Scarlett, I hate to bring up 8 Mile, but I have to, because 8 Mile, if you don't already know, is my favorite movie. And people look at me funny when I tell them that, because look at me and then look at 8 Mile. We don't mix. But the reason I like it so much is because it's about rap battles, and it's about using your words, and it's about stringing them together and just, using them as the best weapon in your arsenal. And I think that's why that movie is so great, because sometimes I'll watch it and then I'll just get in the mood to write poetry, because it's like, I just can't wait to just use words and just make points with them. I don't know, that sounds really stupid, but that's the best writing exercise that I think I use, that I just watch 8 Mile and then it just puts me in like this crazy writing phase. I've been debating on whether or not I should read anything that I've actually written, because I have this constant fear of just putting something out there and letting people see it. And not that I think that it's so good that someone would want to steal it, it's just like, it's like your child and you don't want to send them off to school yet because you're not sure if they're ready. So, I'll read it. I wrote something last week called The Poet, just to prove that, Scarlett and I don't just sit here and just think of things to talk about writing. We actually do write. Despite what it might seem like. But yeah, so I thought I would read this and just give you an idea of the kind of poetry that I like, the kind of poetry that I write, and things like that. So, alright, here we go. It's called The Poet. Lips and limbs and broken things on nights of midnight moons, hands and strings and hazy wings inside 2 small bedrooms, disarray and disaster holding hands like brides and grooms, wed beneath quilts and pillows hanging on dusty brooms. Force it, spin it, twist and groan until the words sound better, thread the ink and heart and pull it till it tethers. Glass and bones and ashy wood, crash those words together and read them in the morning because you know you won't remember. The binding brilliance of word-smithery and consumption of a sound. Keep it flowing, keep improving, and spill your canvas proud. I can't believe I just read that, and now I'm going to put it out there. Oh, man. See, tortured writers. Scarlett and I are tortured writers because we do things that we don't want to do, but we do them anyway. Now I'll probably go write and feel bad about it.